Hello everyone, welcome back to Bloodbourne Reborn, and hopefully we're back to live commentary now, after my little microphone mishap. Which I've probably already explained to you in the post-commentary for the last episode, by the time you get that. Thankfully we haven't done... well, we've done a lot, but we haven't actually done too many bosses. And there was mostly just a bunch of legwork, so we're still mostly on track. We have two choices, I guess. We could try and defeat Paul now, or we can go defeat Vicar Amelia and proceed onward with the game in proper. And I think that's the best thing to do. Normally I would defeat Paul before doing other things, but then again I would normally want to get the powder keg badge from Jura the peaceful way, but we don't have to do that right now, so we're actually pretty good. We should actually, what we should do is we should go to Central Yarnum. We should find Elaine, or Ellen. Elaine, or Ellen? Her name keeps escaping me. And we should fight Henrik first, because we don't want to trigger the forest sequence without that happening. So yeah, that's the best thing to do right now. I don't think... I've gone to the wrong lamp, haven't I? Oh boy, I'm not... okay, the saw cleaver is my most upgraded. Tell you what, I'm gonna cut this. Yeah, it was pretty weird of me to mess that up, but we actually got some residents, don't we? Church bell. Yeah, sure, I'll take your blood. Why not? I get offered blood all the time. Okay. No one wants to talk to you guys. Alright, she's here. I always get nervous about this guy though, so I'm going to just do a bit of murder. Oop. Stop that. Alright.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. Not to get Henrik, and he...
very good.
don't I?
My cat is committing some vandalism across the room, but I'm going to ignore her, because it'll only make it worse if I pay her attention. So, let's head down to the Tomb of Orden, and see if we can't beat the crap out of Henrik. I don't think this is the best armor to be doing it in. There may not be a particularly good set of armor to fight a hunter in any way, because they're kind of tough, but all things said and done, yeah, I'll go with that. And I think, oh wait, no, charred hunter gloves really do hit the spot, don't they? Yeah, this'll work. Now, hopefully I can sneak up with him and not die horribly while I wait for help to arrive. I'd like to say naturally that I could beat the ever-loving crap out of him all by myself, but at level 4, I don't think I can do such a thing. Nope, not even close. However, I can stall. I can stall like a motherfucker. And I can do a couple of cheap hits. Works for me. Oh. All I can really do is just keep distracting him while she actually does the damage. Ah, we got in. Good. Whew. Well, I'm glad that went well the first time. In the air. Have I equipped any of my runes? I don't know. Ah. I just twisted my foot, trying to adjust my position. My cat is not helping me. Go away,
That wasn't
cat.
necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then.
Yep.
He was falling apart, but tried to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt, leave the hunt.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but you're gonna lose. Eventually. But at least I can get the crow feather badge and whatever. Crow feather badge. So the crow hunter badge and the crow feather armor? I believe that's what I'm trying to say. I don't remember if I actually used the workshop tool to equip any runes since I acquired it. Should probably have done that. And we probably should use our insight to buy some Henrik gear, which I would have needed before fighting Paul anyway. Or maybe need is too strong. I would have wanted it. If you're gonna go fight a big ball of lightning, that's probably the way to go. No, I don't think I equipped anything, did I? Don't have that many, but at least Lake. And let's say Moon. And Beast would be fine if I was doing some, I don't know, some bosses where I was using blood pellets. Or beast pellets, as they're properly called. Why am I so bad at remembering things? Anyway. Get some Molotovs. Okay, now we'll go back to Cathedral Ward, and we'll go around and get the NPCs that we're missing. So, Cathedral Ward, here we come. Got it right this time. Used to load a little faster than that. How about no? Not too shabby. Now you. Nope. Could have sworn I dodged that. Damn, I missed his weak spot. But it is there. Got it. Won't hurt him that much, but are they resistant to fire? I don't really remember. But I feel like I should have been doing a bit more than that. This is a level 6 weapon. It shouldn't be knocking on wood quite that badly. Knocking on wood quite that badly. I don't even know what I'm saying. Those attacks felt very light. And I'm betting it's because he's not particularly weak against fire damage. And a purely physical cleaver with half-decent blood gems would probably... Oh, I almost killed myself there. I have no idea why I thought a frontal attack was the way to go for that, but whatever. Just carelessness. I kind of want this area over with, I think. There are more interesting parts of the game I would want to explore. All this fiddly work with the NPCs and the going around the different streets gets a bit tiring after a while.
Oh, man, what is it? I'm off with one.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, thank God.
I get it. Go to Orton Chapel, please. Thank you. I don't have any particular fondness for this next person, but... I'll be nice and I'll send you to the chapel. Even though it would be so easy to send you to the clinic. by telling you the truth. Being a nice person. Where's Cheese Grater? Here he comes. Hello, Cheese Grater son. Probably should have hit you with something less viscerally. But you do take the damage from the fire cleaver knights. So on that point, we're just fine, you and me. Now let's grab that black church stuff. By itself a reason to come here. This arsehole, not so much. Occasionally I manage to shoot that guy off his perch, but generally it doesn't work. Most of the time I just end up hitting the railing and wasting whatever bullets I might have. Oh, okay. Weirdly visceral. Oh, I feel like that should have worked, but okay. Suit yourself. You're the one in charge here. Generally, I just... doesn't feel right to leave this alien here. So I usually just get rid of him one way or another. Then I can pick up this item without feeling like he's gonna dive bomb me in the head or something. But there's not much to it now. We're pretty much good. Not many items of note left to get. No NPCs to rescue. And there is a stupid dog here that I hate. Stupid dog. What are you doing? He always manages to get away with this a tiny bit of health. I think I've got company now. Yep. Here we go. Now let's open a gate. That'll always make me feel better. Then loop around. And hopefully all will be well. Let the church giant past. Let's get up to that cathedral. Yeah, I'm not playing. Not for you. Oh, damn it. Sucker punched by the easiest attack in the game. Oh. Okay, let's take the high ground by running away like a coward. The highest ground there is. Takes a long time to open this door. Nah, nah. And he won't come inside. You know, it took me quite a few playthroughs before I realized that there was actually something here to inspect. I literally didn't find that until I saw someone else on YouTube play it and actually point it out. Now, I think we're good to go. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, nothing ventured. My might have to be on my toes during this fight, because this might be one of the first fights where she could pretty much obliterate me with particular attacks. Some of her attacks will not kill me in one hit, but I feel like her double-handed smash in particular might actually do the trick. Also, because I don't really do that much damage, it might be tricky overcoming her healing without relying on Numbing Mist, but I'm going to try it the first time without it. Numbing Mist isn't that necessarily... Numbing Mist is not that necessary, usually, if you have an upgraded weapon. Particularly a fire one, because that'll usually rip it to tiny pieces. Oh. Well, I got in, but I only got one hit in, so that's not gonna... Nope. Uh-oh. Wow, this is not going well. Probably didn't appreciate that. But she probably didn't appreciate that either. Okay, she's doing some of her floaty nonsense, which is good. Good. She's getting struck down a bit. Just watch my stamina while I try and stay behind her. Let's go for a good side a little, if we can. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it, I need to hit the undamaged arm of it, if I can. Before she gets into a healing mood, basically. There we go. Oh, did I just... Ah, damn it. Much too eager. I should have just recovered. Pretty close, though. Well, I had a bit of a mishap on the way back and lost all my echoes, but aside from that, we're good for another round. At least I know she can't actually kill me in one hit. I apparently had enough defense to get past her slam attack without any trouble. Now I just gotta remember not to overcommit and use up all my stamina. And we should be good. Because it wasn't like I was doing that badly. Not really. Seems like she's not doing that well. Can we get a jump? Or a... Oh, not that. That's rude. Not perfect, but... working. It's workable. Oh, you don't get to see that one too often. Oh! That was an odd grab. I feel like that was a bit cheap and very rare. Alright, now I'm a bit annoyed. I feel like I've actually had two fairly decent runs going, but... I keep getting hit by unusual things. Or at least... the The first one I was just very close to winning outright. So losing right at the very end was annoying. That grab I feel like shouldn't have got me like last time. And her grab attack is so rare relative to her other attacks. Just kind of painful sometimes. Can be really hard to tell when she's about to bleed out. But it's very important. Alright. Okay, I feel like as long as she doesn't actually go into a healing state now. We've pretty much got her. Good. Alright. Well, that was our first real trouble with the boss so far. It wasn't too bad, but you know, I think I've pretty much been doing them one attempt per so far. But that took a few attempts. Well, let's watch a cutscene. Why not?
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Well, it is actually a pretty boring cutscene when you think about it.
I know. You think now to betray me.
Interesting the first time,
But you will never listen.
and the content's irrelevant, but
I tell you, I will not forget our
it's
abbey.
not exactly action-packed, is it?
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
And Lawrence did not. Thus began our wacky adventures. What a fun origin story. Oh, well, let's light a lamp before I forget. And now we can go have happy fun times in other places, like the woods. Oh, what fun we shall have in the woods. I don't even want to remember it. The woods are basically the worst thing ever. Oh. Strange attack for a strange time, I guess. Let's see. Take some of this. Aha! Fear your cheap AI that can't enter a door. These throwing knives are not that expensive, so no one's gonna hate me for it. You gonna wake up? I'd rather you didn't, but... Oh, hello. Hi. I would much rather if you just not participate in this right now. I suppose it's my own fault for leaving him alone for so long. Running past enemies in order to get to boss rooms. What did you think would happen? Here's the other guy. Let's get rid of him. Well, that was inelegant. Ugh, I'm having some problems where I'm thinking I'm still using the axe, I think. One of the drawbacks to the sword cleaver is you sort of do a jump in and do a little slash, but it has really short reach compared to some of the others. If you pick up the axe and you run in and go whoop, that will have a little bit more to it. Don't know about the extended, like what's it like to, I guess that's would be better. Probably not good, but better. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. Let's carefully get past this guy. Ah! The lock on here is a trap. You always want to lock onto the brain sucker, but you inevitably end up locking onto the crow. And sometimes the brain sucker will run at you at that very moment. And then what will you do? Ugh. It's not fun. Ooh, tempering blood gem. That might actually be okay for this part of the game. Fear the old blood, I guess. Give me your dead knowledge. Now, once we pass the threshold into the forest, we are officially in the mid-game. There we go. Done and dusted. Now, probably the best thing to do is go get the lantern. Right off the bat. Then maybe we can wander around and look at stuff. I got that guy's attention. Getting to that point in the game where the R2 might end up doing more damage than the actual visceral attack will. But we'll have to keep an eye on that because it's not always the case. Just depends what you're fighting and whether the animations are worthwhile or not. For the moment though, let us celebrate this lantern by going up and seeing the executioner. I think he's guarding a blood gem that might be okay. Where are you? There you are. That went off pretty well. Unfortunately, they're annoying bastards. Get in my belly. Well, suits me, right? Fine. Now, is it a blood gem or something else? It isn't the adapt. Ah, it's an adept blood gem. That's probably either skill or strength or charging or some variation thereof, which isn't going to help me at all. Well, had to give it a try. Is there... I think maybe I can drop down from above and get a thing. Maybe. Let's see if my memory's correct. This is usually something I skip, because I don't remember it being any good. Treat your life with care and fear rolling. Ah, yeah, you wouldn't want to roll. You just want to gingerly drop, I guess. Well, there's an item there, but it looks kind of like I could have gotten it from down here. Oh well, twin blood shards. That's not to be dismissed. Might want to go back to the Hunter's Dream before we proceed any further though, so let's do that.